So please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here? Is this is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go outplace everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go, we head to Kroger's and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How do you do it? Teach me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but
Wait, hold up.
You got it.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this
time,
with
when
you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try
you
this
gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a thriving Thursday. Today's a little bit thirsty, I guess so, because of the title. Aside from the bad news, I got some very, very bad news. But the second half of the title is fairly thirsty. You know what I'm saying? So we will be getting into that here in a little bit. But we definitely need to talk about a few things aside from feedback, which I'm just going to turn that off here really quick. Whoa. So, good evening. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful, thriving Thursday. It is Thursday night, y'all, in case y'all didn't know. So tomorrow's what? The weekend. And we got to be happy and thankful for that. There's been some things that have been going on. We're going to be talking about those here very, very shortly. But before we get into all that, my brothers are in the house. We got David and T in the house. What's a guan, bros?
Everything's good here. Just I was at the gym earlier. Just got back about a half hour ago.
Getting your swole on. Getting your swole on. Getting all swole. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that, man. Getting swole. That's good. How you doing, T?
Those clavicles are showing, man. I see that.
Them clavicles? Yes.
Clavicles, yeah.
Them clavicles be clapping. Something like that.
It's all good. It's all good. Unfortunately, before I jumped on this now, I heard the bad news or the sad news about
which we are. We're gonna break. I just have it in the title. We will be breaking that. Don't break it before I break it. Damn it. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Don't rock that boat.
Yes. No. But anyway, yes. We will be jumping into that. But now that he's already said it, okay. Forget how I'm doing. That doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing great though. But thanks for asking. I really do appreciate it. But yeah. Let's just jump right into the news, shall we? We got some bad news today. Yesterday, we lost another really great actress named Cloris Leachman. She was a comedic actor, Emmy Award-winning actress. I mean, she's done so many things. Then after that, the very next day, we have our own, very own, literally a trailblazer, a legend in black cinema and black TV. Cicely Tyson has just passed away. I mean, literally, this is brand spanking news information. Veteran actress Cicely Tyson, whose career in Hollywood spans nearly 7 decades, died today. And she was 96 years old. On the small screen, she made history in 1963 with her role as Secretary Jane Foster in CBS's East Side, West Side, making her the first black actress to co-star in a TV drama. Like I said, groundbreaking, trailblazing woman. She went on to guest star or recur in many series over the years, including Guiding Light, The Outer Limits, Touched by an Angel, House of Cards, and Madam Secretary. And she co-starred as a civil rights lawyer, Carrie Grace Battle, in a short-lived TV drama called Sweet Justice in 1994. Now, a lot of us are going to mostly remember her from her role as Ophelia Harkness, who she was the mother of Viola Davis's Annalise Keating on How to Get Away with Murder. She was on there for 6 seasons. She earned and it was a role that earned her 4 Primetime Emmy nominations for Outstanding Guest actress in a drama series. She also scored Emmy nods for the miniseries Roots and King, among other projects. And she took home trophies in 1974 for the TV movie The Autobiography of Jane Pittman, and in 1994 for the miniseries Oldest Living Confederate Widow Tells All. Now, so all I got to say is this woman paved the way for a lot of amazing black actresses that we see on TV today. Without her cracking the door open, actually busting that thing wide open, there would not be TV shows like How to Get Away with Murder or Scandal or any other movie or TV show that's where there's a leading lady that is of melanin flavor. You know what I'm saying? So I have to say, may she rest in peace, because obviously this is just breaking news. Right before I started the show, we had found out about this terrible news, or I found out about this terrible news right before I hit the live button on the show. And I have to say thank you, Cicely, for what you've done. Without you, there would not be a lot of things, a lot of TV shows and a lot of movies that exist right now if it wasn't for her kicking that damn door open. May you rest in peace. Cicely Tyson, dead at the age of 96 years old. I gotta be real though. She lived a rich, full life. 96 is no joke. You know what I'm saying? That's one hell of a life, y'all. You know? And I think it's dope that it wasn't like she was still working up until she passed. And I think that's really, really cool. That she was still somebody that they sought after. She was still an actress that was brought in to be in movies and TV shows and all that. She played against Viola Davis for 6 seasons on How to Get Away with Murder, and that's dope as hell. There's a lot of women out here that are actresses that are in the game for a long time, and they can't even, as soon as they hit a certain age, suddenly there's no interest in them anymore. So I have to say, that just shows how dope she is. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, what are your thoughts on this news?
Yeah, it's pretty tragic. I mean, like you said, she had a very long and prolific career. She looks like she broke a lot of, I guess, glass ceilings as she went through this. I mean, she won Tonys, honorary Oscars. I mean, this woman was pretty much at the top of, I guess, like the acting field. And so it's sad that they lost her. It sounds like she was also just like involved in filmmaking in general and just enjoyed acting. She even said, I think somewhere that, she said that she always would do pretty much she would do any role, and that's how she would pick her movies, on if she thought the character she was playing was a good character. And I mean, it makes sense with the movie she's been in. So it's going to be a while before we probably see someone else of her caliber.
Facts. T.
Very well said, David. For sure, to be acting at 96 years old is pretty rare, and for her to have a late surge of mini films in the last decade or so, thanks to Pascal himself. Tyler Perry.
Go somewhere. I hate you right now.
Was casting her, in roles, every year. So, it's great to allow this legend to continue to gain new fans this late in her career. And she's an island girl, so she's from St. Nevis. So much love to her coming from overseas and having a career here. That spanned it, like you said, 7 decades, which is amazing. Ironically, I just watched her interview yesterday on Gayle King. It just came out. She was talking about her new memoir, her new book that she has out.
Really?
And I had to share it with my mother yesterday. We were talking about how great it was. Cicely spoke really, really well of herself, and she actually revealed some things about her life that were very private and secret. And then I guess she maybe knew her time was almost up, because she let out some really deep, private things. And she said how that shaped her life to be who she is today. So, she was also married to Miles Davis, the the jazz musician. as
That's
well.
what's up. I didn't
Yeah.
know that she was married to Miles Davis. That's an interesting side note. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. Because I read his autobiography a while back, but I it was so long ago that I don't even remember it. But it was one hell of a book. I don't remember.
Yeah,
there
it was a
being
7-year
mentioned.
marriage in the 80s.
Oh, so it was quick. It was short and sweet. You know what I mean? They were married and then they called it quits with the quickness. I don't blame him. I don't blame her. I'm sure his lifestyle was a little bit too much for her. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? But what a life to live, though. What a life to live. What a legacy to leave behind. What a history to be a part of. Like, witnessing all those things is quite an interesting thing. Quite a legacy to leave behind. So, like I said, may she rest in peace. And thank you, sweetheart, for all that you've done for Black cinema. I couldn't say thank you enough. Alicia Thomas on YouTube just said, thank you so much for the comment, by the way. She said she didn't take vaccine. Hold up. This thing just ran away from me. She didn't take vaccine. She was very tired. Her health was failing, and God was called her home. And the way she hopefully, all I ask is, like, for someone to have such a long life like that, I hope that they left in a beautiful and peaceful way. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it wasn't something too devastating. You know what I mean? To be a part of. And hopefully she was around people that loved her and all that, So yeah, when I found out about this, I was like, oh man, we got to talk about this real quick. Because it is absolutely horrible, horrible news. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just one side note, she just had tweeted out something today, maybe 7 hours ago, about her new book. So I don't know, between those 7 hours and the last hour or so, maybe she took a nap and she didn't wake up again. You know, it happens.
Yeah, and I hope that's one way to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's a nice way to go. Take a nap and you just peacefully go. You know what I mean? And it's tough. You know what I mean? Like, Empathy just said, my heart is heavy. Our wonderful elder is gone. First Hank Aaron, now her. And that's terrible. Yeah, there's like I said, it's been a lot of legacies are starting to transition. To they're starting to cross over, and it's terrible. It's terrible. But like I said, for her, she had a very beautiful, I'm assuming very beautiful and long life. Obviously it was a long life, but I hope it was a beautiful one, and she got to create. She got to create, and she got to create art, and she got to entertain, and she got to tell really great stories. And I think that's what she wanted. You know what I mean? So thank God that autobiography came out at the right time. Real talk.
Yeah. Yep.
Real talk. Came out at the right time. But hate to go on that, start from that low number and rev this mother lover back up, but we got to, unfortunately. This show is short as usual. The evening shows are pretty short because, it's still the morning show's a very long show, and then we have the evening show. You know how it is. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do this left turn, y'all. It is a crazy story that I find very interesting. It's the only fans. It's the only title next to the terrible news about Cicely Tyson. But this is a very interesting story that I think that we need to look at. And I'm trying to understand this a little bit personally. Onlyfans is one hell of a site. Napoleon totally agrees with me. So, and he's like, what the deal is this OnlyFans? Okay. So let's talk about this OnlyFans, real talk, because it is a very confusing and interesting thing. Obviously, if you don't know what OnlyFans is, you've been living under a rock, or congratulations, you just found out what YouTube does. I don't know. Baby steps, right? Baby steps. But OnlyFans is a site where people can go on there, models and whatnot, can go and sell their images for a certain amount. They can pay, people can pay a monthly amount to see them, or pay for a certain amount to gain, like, say, that set of photos from said model. Well, this one's a very interesting one because majority of the time you've seen just models who are, they're models who don't give a damn. There's models who do, that model feet. There's models who, that are ex-porn stars or strippers or whatever. This one is a very interesting one, and I'm just going to show you guys the title right here. Christian OnlyFans model who rakes in $200,000 a month insists that religion does not interfere with stripping off for money. And she says her equally devout parents are, quote unquote, so proud. No lie. This is the weirdest story. And this is the reason why we need. Okay, there you go. There she is in all her glory. All right. So an OnlyFans model who earns an impressive $200,000 a month has insisted that her Christianity does not prevent her from stripping for money. So just so you know, if you don't look at OnlyFans, OnlyFans is, it's scantily clad women or men, whatever your taste is, and you pay a certain amount to see them get naked, or tasteful nudes, or implied nudes and whatnot. Okay, so this girl right here, bang, Lindsay Capuano, 22 from Connecticut, has opened up about why she does not believe that God will judge her for taking her clothes off. Lindsay, a practicing Christian who prays every night, quote unquote, frequently shares racy lingerie pictures with her 2 million followers on Instagram, but insists that her religion does not interfere with her career. This is very interesting. As you see, she, fit girl, that kind of thing. She's explained, God will love you no matter what. That's what I was taught in my household, school, and church. I pray every single night. I pray for whatever I feel I need to that day. I pray for my family, my fans, myself. So the model started raking in more than $200,000 a month after signing up for OnlyFans, an online subscription service where creators provide exclusive content to their fans, just like what I just explained to y'all, okay? But Lindsay, who grew up attending Catholic private school and regularly attends church with her family, says her religion has not stopped her from doing what she wants. Now, the thing is, oh boy, okay, we kind of have to scroll through fast because there's going to be bare cheeks here in a second. But anyway, she's explained my family's Christian, but very laid back. My religion has never interfered or stopped me from doing what I've wanted to do. I mean, it's the same. Sorry, this article kind of is repeating the same stuff. But from my understanding, just to move on from this, from my understanding, she goes in, she's on her OnlyFans, and she literally, I'm not kidding you, she has praying sessions with her members on OnlyFans. But these are Bible study classes, I guess, that she's doing scantily clad. These people will tip her or give her $6,000 a day, which racks up to about $200,000 a month, for her to praise the Lord and show off daddy. Yeah, so that is a true thing, true story that's going on. Now, at first, she used to work at a Christian daycare, okay? But then she quit her job to focus on her social media and OnlyFans full time, because there was at one point her photos were getting very popular on IG. Her IG started to blow up. Next thing you know, she just dipsets. She had a Christian daycare center that she was working at, and she dipped out. Next thing you know, she on OnlyFans, butt out and everything. Now, this is the thing that she's known for. The booty. her booty. It's not your beauty, it's your booty, something like that. Anyway, through this, Shay says we all got to eat. Now, that is true. That is very, very true. But the question I throw out to everybody is this kind of wrong? You are a devout Christian. You know, her parents actually are saying, this is what it says. She said that her Christian parents are very supportive of her decision and join her in celebrating her achievements, including reaching 2 million Instagram followers, when a lot of her photos look a little bit. Sorry, my computer's being very, very slow. But a lot of her photos and videos or whatever are looking a little bit like that-ish. Now, I'm just going to throw in my own 2 cents on this situation. If I was the dad, this would never happen. I'm just going to be real. Maybe I'm traditional. And I don't know what Christian family that I don't know any Christian families out there that are cool with their daughter showing off everything they got, showing off what God made them or what God gave them. I'm sorry, for the betterment of making $200,000 a month. Fellas, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm like of 2 minds on this one. Like personally, I think it's fine. I think she's making good money, and that's great. And she's spreading her faith, I guess, with these people she's talking to.
She's spreading the cheeks, though, too. I'm just pointing this out. She's also spreading them cheeks.
Right.
She's showing off the bow. She's showing off other assets other than just her being scantily clad. She's full on black. You know what I mean? In all its glory. She's in her birthday suit. This is not just her in a thong and a bra. This is her out, stripping for monies.
Yeah.
That's still okay. And praising the Lord. And praising the Lord. All for the Lord.
And maybe not that one.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not a religious person. I've read the Bible there. I think it makes it pretty clear that is not the okay behavior. I mean, there's a lot of stories about it. Like prostitutes and other sex workers have to repent or whatever. I mean, like I said, I'm not a religious person. I'm not going to expect her to hold to it, but I can definitely see why like hard Christians would definitely not have a good view of this.
You should watch what you say when you say hard Christians. Just watch what you say. You mean devout, maybe? Hard, that gets a little pornographic. So I'm just letting you know. T, thoughts?
We'll go there.
Yeah, he ain't got time for this. Oh my God, come on.
Mm-mm. No, I mean, David was making a valid point. There's no way to justify this as being something that's acceptable for someone who calls himself a Christian or any, I guess, religion or belief system. It's just not part of the credentials to be showing your body and gaining lustful attention. There's something called sin that you're trying to not be part of if you call yourself a Christian.
Yeah.
Even if you don't go to church or you're not deeply into something, there are always guidelines and rules to a lifestyle you're living. So if she's going to label herself a Christian and she's using it as a marketing tool, and her parents are also supporting her, then they're no better than a preacher who's just preaching to get offering money and buy a house for himself. And there are many false prophets. The Bible speaks of that, so people are always going to misuse or abuse something for their own personal gain. But like the Bible says, money is the root of all evil. And we have to be careful what idols we worship, because if we worship money, we don't lose our souls and ourselves within that. So at the end of the day, the world may praise you, but when our life is over here and you believe in an afterlife, you will have to face judgment based off your actions here.
I got nothing to say there. I mean, like he just kind of. You should just pick up your mic and just drop it really quick and walk off. And just sign off real quick. No, see, I agree. See, now I understand that if it is a marketing tool, I get that part where there's if you find a lane, if you find an angle or a niche or a niche, I don't see anything wrong with riding the hell out of it. I can't even use that phrase in this situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I could see somebody going, okay, there's an avenue for this. Somebody's going to enjoy it. Somebody's going to appreciate this, because there are devout Catholics out there, devout Christians out there that would feel like, oh, now I can connect with this person, right? But at the same time, it's an oxymoron to me, because you got people, and this is the thing that drives me nuts about, and I don't want to get in trouble or anything like that about people who are devout Christians or devoutly religious in their religion, but then 2 seconds later you see them do something that is completely un-Christian. Like it goes against the characteristics of what you would think a devout Christian is. For example, this Lindsay chick. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, if you really are a devout Christian, doesn't this go against all the things and the values that you hold up to a certain pedestal, that you have up on a pedestal? You know what I mean? Now, of course, you can convince yourself anything. You can convince yourself that, that you're the richest person in the world. You can convince yourself that you're not lactose intolerant. You can convince yourself that you're not addicted to a certain drug or anything of that sort. You know what I mean? Just like this girl could convince herself that Jesus will forgive, that Jesus is okay with her showing that A. You see what I'm saying? Like, they'll just find any excuse to make it okay, to make it justifiable. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what is frustrating to me, because I see that kind of BS to people from people who are devout. They pass judgment on everybody else that's around them about their lifestyles and what they do. But then when they get behind closed doors, they're just as bad, maybe even worse. And that's what frustrates the hell out of me. So when I saw this, I'm like, get out of here. You're just trying to make a quick buck, which obviously is working. She's making $2 million something a year. If she stays with this by having prayer sessions and stripping. Like I said, if it's an angle and it's working for her, do you, boo-boo. But at some point, somebody's going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Some point, the gimmick is going to die out. So I guess, scrounge up that cash while you can, girl.
Yeah. It's tough. I mean, for someone to purposely, make mockery of someone's system of beliefs is crazy. It's crazy to me. To have prayer sessions on OnlyFans. I mean, there are multiple outlets you can pray for people earnestly,
mm-hmm.
but not there. I mean, it's just making mockery of it. It's unfortunate because humans have always found a way to corrupt everything. So even for those who are skeptic of religion and skeptic of God, don't forget that man is inherently wicked, and man will always do something to please himself. So we can't confuse what someone's showing you as, you can't confuse someone labeling themselves Muslim or Christian or Buddhist and then doing the opposite, as you don't like that belief system. It's just that person misusing something for their own glory. For someone to really be spiritually connected to a higher deity or a higher God, it really takes some devoutness to it. You can't fake the funk forever. There are people that you may meet day by day, and you go, something's about them is special, and you can just feel it. But you can walk into a church our temple or our mosque and feel like, ugh, and everything that we have is an energy. And
True.
we got to be mindful of the energy that we're around. And I don't care what somebody wears or says or markets. If I don't feel the energy is earnest and is real, then peace out. That's phony to me. So I really do feel sorry for her and her followers, because we have to be really careful about who we place on the pedestal as someone that we want to follow, or someone that we feel is someone who is greater than ourselves. And guess what? Man, any kind of man, will never fulfill that cup that I believe God has given us. That no one can match what he does. So it's the situation here is another black eye, unfortunately, on Christianity or whatever. And it won't be the last time either. It's going to happen again, because humans have, from the beginning of time, always made a mockery of God, and made a fool of themselves. So good luck.
And also, the other thing I want to point out is, isn't she using one of the 7 deadly sins, lust?
Yes.
For example, to lure these people in, to take their money, taking selfies and photos and, being all scantily clad, taking their money because of that lust. Isn't it a sin that she's bringing them in? That's how she's roping them in as bait, and then taking their money because of their lust over her.
That's a great point.
Doesn't
Pascal.
make any sense. It's not, hey, come on over to my OnlyFans and pay a certain membership, and we're just going to study the Bible and drink Perrier. You know what I'm saying? And sing Kumbaya. No, you're going, hey, look at me, scantily clad. Look how great my body is, so on and so forth. And then let me take your money. Oh, but we're going to talk about Christ, though. It doesn't make sense to me. David, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like what T was explaining. I agree with it. It's pretty much fits the theory of like psychological egoism perfectly. And like what that idea is, it's pretty similar to like the idea of sin, but basically with psychological egoism, the belief is that everyone acts selfishly or in their self-interest inherently, even when they think it's selfless, and they find a way to justify it to themselves that they are doing it for other people, or they're doing it for good, even when the motivation is based on feelings of their own satisfaction. So it's exactly what he's describing there. And I mean, in that regards, I agree with him that people will almost always act in self-interest, and that will compromise their values. And I'm not going to judge. I mean, I'm not going to judge her, but if other Christians say she's not meeting their values, it does seem to be the case. So I don't see a way you could really argue with that. It is, whether you want to call it psychological egoism or I guess sin if you're Christian, it's still acting in your self-interest at the expense of what you claim to believe and be teaching people.
It's a strong one there too. You know what I mean? I just found it to be a very interesting conversation, or interesting topic, interesting story, because I'm like, all right, 200,000 OnlyFans. I've heard about women that are making 7 figures, real talk, a year, within the first day that they drop their OnlyFans, people are going and just flooding their OnlyFans accounts. And they're making 6, 7 figures a year, but they're only doing it as such. You know what I mean? They're going, hey, this is what you get. There's no added like, hey, I'm a Christian too. We're going to read the Bible and pray. Sorry, man. It just doesn't work for me, but I get it that some other people, I've seen in the comments, there's a demand for it. Most definitely. Some people just want to see other people naked. You know what I'm saying? And all that. But also, Immortal is like, is Pascal dropping his digits? No. I'm opening up the phone lines for you guys to call in, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this story. 314-766-4581. But, it's kind of like, hey, make your money, boo-boo, and keep it moving. Ring this thing till it dries out. Or is it she shouldn't be doing that. That's wrong. You know what I mean? Give me a call, 314-766-4581. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this story. But yeah, like I said, I guess it makes sense. There's plenty of Joel Osteens out there. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of Creflo Dollars out there. They're not taking their clothes off, but they're definitely pimping the hell out of the word so that they can make some money too. So I get it. You know what I mean? I do get it. It's a strong point there, Sorry. No, you'll be okay. You could call in. No one's going to judge your accent, if that's what I'm reading correct. You know what I mean?
I love accents.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just be you.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, we all have an accent. All of us, if you go to other states, we sound different.
Yeah.
And
we span the country right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just in this show alone. You know what I mean? So, hey, I love accents. My parents are Haitian, so I'm around accents all day, every day. So it's no big deal to me. So give me a call, 314-766-4581. We're going to move on to the next topic, though. Okay, so David was sending me this thing. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Subway is getting sued because apparently their tuna isn't tuna or fish. David, can you please explain what the hell this is? Can you please tell me what the hell this is?
Yeah, so basically, two people are currently suing Subway because they went through a chemical test of all of the tuna sandwich that they bought from there, and they found that the ingredients were not tuna and not fish. One of the attorneys reported, and they are currently filed the lawsuit with the U.S. District Court for Northern District of California, and they're claiming that the company intentionally made, quote, false and misleading representations about tuna being used as an ingredient. And they go on to say, an independent testing has repeatedly affirmed the products are made from anything but tuna. On the contrary, the products are made from a mixture of various concoctions that do not constitute tuna, yet have been blended together by defendants to imitate the appearance of tuna. And
various
Subway,
concoctions. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can we just stop at various concoctions for a second? Can we pause on that moment for a second? Okay, I'm never eating at Subway ever again. I'm just gonna be honest. Now even when you look, that's a lie. Eat processed concoctions, because if you really think about it, even the chicken, because the chicken's always perfectly in a like a flattened out hot dog type of disc. You know what I'm saying? And you keep wondering, how is this perfect? How is this always perfect? They're always the same size. That's jacked up. David, you can continue the story, but I'm just going to say one more time, concoctions. That's wrong. Go ahead.
I'm not going to lie. I used to eat the Subway tuna a lot, and it kind of makes me feel gross right now that I did.
I feel disgusting. I've never had it there, but I'd feel disgusted for y'all. Please continue.
Gross. All right. So Subway claims that their tuna sandwich is flaked tuna blended with creamy mayo and topped with your choice of vegetables. And a representative told the Washington Post that the claims are without merit. But so far, they haven't met the lawsuit yet. I mean, it's still under process. But the lawsuit also claims that buyers are often willing to pay more for tuna because they associate the ingredient as having higher nutritional value, including greater protein levels, which is true, except it's not tuna. So according to them, and I mean, if they've done chemical tests and no fish protein shows up in there, there's no tuna in there. It's pretty straightforward. So it's just kind of a mixture of random stuff that no one knows about, I guess.
That's
we'll find out for sure at the end of this
nasty
lawsuit. But Subway is the only place you can get a tuna sandwich that doesn't have, where the bread isn't bread and the tuna is not tuna. So it's good.
Wow, it's not bread? For real?
It's considered like cake in Ireland because
It's
of how
cake.
much sugar it has. One of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's like cake. It's literally like cake. Yeah.
So
Shit.
cake
I'm
and
sorry.
a brown concoction goo.
I'm sorry. I think we just destroyed Shay's world. Because Shay, Oh my God. I'm so sorry for wrecking her world. She's like, wait, it's not tuna nor fish? Oh my God. Mind is blown. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just remember, it's okay. And if you need to go pray, just go to OnlyFans. This girl over there, scantily clad, she'll read the Bible for you while she twerks. Yeah, Shay, I'm done too. I'm done with I was okay with I wrapped my mind around Subway, the actual bread. I've already come to terms with it a while back, and I was like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And I just kept with it, you know what I mean? But now we're hearing about that's not even real. That's not even tuna nor fish. It's not even a fish. It's not even a fish.
But it's protein, right?
But it's basically processed no. You know what I'm saying? You ever see that? Okay, you remember in The Matrix, right? Where he comes out of the Matrix, he gets released. He takes the red pill and he goes through and all that crap, and he goes and he finally sits down with the people in the Nebuchadnezzar or whatever. Whatever it's called, and they're inside the ship, and he's about to eat that food. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Oh my God, what is this?" And he's like, "Everything that you need is in that soup, that gunk that you're eating." That's literally what they did, except that ish is curdled up. That shit is curdled, and then they mash it up and they put it on a cake, and then they sprinkle some lettuce on it, and they serve it to you and go, "Enjoy your tuna salad sandwich, sir," which is not even tuna nor fish. Bruh. That's gross. Also, I want you to see something too. This is the same issue, by the way, with another restaurant that we all know and love too. KFC. KF motherfucking C. You notice that they don't call it Kentucky Fried Chicken no more? No, for real. So KFC, the chicken ain't even real chicken. They are literally stuck with so many growth hormones that the chickens don't even come out. They come out featherless, and they come out with I'm just saying. Look it up, bruh. Just look it up. You'll never eat a KFC. Never again. I'm telling you. That's why they call it KFC. They don't call it Kentucky Fried Chicken in the commercials. They say KFC because they can't say that it's fried chicken. They can't say it's chicken no more. Why? Because that ish is processed crap. They're not even chickens. You can basically, they're literally oh God, organisms with chicken legs. They're super plump and all that stuff. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They plump up these chicken that don't even look like chickens because they got more legs on their bodies. They have they're like beakless beings. They're not even chicken. And then they're stuck up with all these growth hormones so that they can be plumper, so that the chicken can be thicker and more delectable when you bite into it and everything. And they can produce more chicken on one chicken, but it's not even a chicken.
It's like a muscled up chicken, you mean?
Yeah, it's roided up. Jeez. Like a shaved, roided up, not tanned, didn't get the ugly ass overdone spray tan, okay? Chicken. But it's not even a chicken. Like I said, beakless. Yeah. It's hairless. It's just naked.
That should be illegal.
You know that scene at the very end of The Fly when he goes back into the transporter pod, and then for some odd reason because he's trying to get detached from the actual fly, but then the girl Gina Davis opens up the freaking pod, and this thing just flops out, and he's all like, "Oh, kill me!" That's literally what you are eating at KF mother effing C. That's what it is. That's why they can't call it KFC no more. Okay, I'm done with my rants. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I haven't had KFC since 2003, so I don't know.
Are you vegan?
I've never liked KFC.
No, I know it's not good
Okay.
food, so I don't even bother to go there.
There you go. There you go, guys. There you go. You just know. Just know.
I do want to point out in 2001 that scientists began testing on feeding people cloned chickens. That's probably what these are. Some sort of modified cloned chickens.
Yeah. Modified, super modified, cloned chickens. It's just disgusting. You don't want it. I don't blame you guys because it was hard to like get away from. I was like, oh, so tasty. But no, that stuff is gross. The only thing, and I go to Popeyes pretty much. Popeyes is like my jam. But I'm going to tell you this, though. The only reason why I miss KFC, you want to know why I miss KFC? You want to know why I miss KFC?
The biscuits?
No.
Oh, those are good.
The mac and cheese, yo.
Oh, okay.
The mac and cheese was fire. But the one thing that I have a problem with Popeyes is that they don't do freaking mac and cheese. Why don't they do that? I'm sorry, mac and cheese is like my jam. So if I'm going to go and eat some fried chicken, I want some mac and cheese, yo. Mashed potatoes, biscuits, all that stuff. This stuff is fire. But no mac and cheese, yo? Popeyes needs to talk. Man, we need to have a conversation, Popeyes. Get that mac and cheese on point, man. I'm telling you.
Got Boston Market.
Boston Market is good. It's good. But the one that was near me closed down. It's very rare to see a Boston Market around here. Boston.
I used to work there in high school.
Oh, you did?
In high school, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, that food there is fire too. But anyway, I digress. But that's gross, by the way. Hence the reason Subway, I'm never going back to again. I don't eat the tuna. I don't eat the tuna salad thing there. I don't. But now you're telling me, first it was the bread. And I kind of came to terms with that and I just moved on, right? But now you're telling me that the fish, the tuna isn't even fish. It's not even tuna, nor even a fish. That's gross. But apparently you said that Subway is saying that it's not, that they're denying that. They're saying that it is actually tuna.
Yeah, that's what they told the Washington Post, that it's actually tuna. And their website claims that it's 100% flaked tuna. So
what does that mean, flaked tuna?
Flaked. Yeah, what's that mean?
It's like from a can, basically.
Tuna from a can. See,
it's that China tuna from the can.
Yeah.
Or they just sprinkle a little tuna in there just to say that there's tuna. You know what I mean? Just sprinkle a little crack. Sprinkle a little crack on them. It'll be fine. You know what I mean? That's so nasty. That's so nasty. You know what I mean? Shoot. Hold on 1 second. Okay. We got another story. Thanks to my amazing girlfriend. Always got the finger on the pulse. Something about T.I. We got to look this thing up. Something about T.I. Apparently T.I. is being accused of doing something. I heard a little bit of this, and I didn't know if this was true or not. All I know is that there was some speculation about him, I guess, abusing somebody. I got to look this up. Fellas, help me out because my computer's now slowing the F down for no reason. So,
Look.
Yes.
I remember T.I. had a shootout near my house once in Cincinnati. He was on the highway, like right above my house, basically.
I wonder why he was having a shootout. What the shootout was foul. I'm wondering what the shootout was foul. Hold on, my computer's.
Yeah, supposedly T.I. and his wife Tiny are accused of sex trafficking.
What?
Over 15 women have come forward accusing them of coercing them into compromising sexual situations involving drugs and money.
Wait a second. Hold up. Whoa. Sorry. Whoa.
This is like groundbreaking.
Yeah, this is big news. Hold up, because I just got an email, And I'm about to pull this up here. Hold up, so we can all be on the same page, because that's some crazy allegations. Computer, come on, baby. Come on, internets. Damn, come on. Sheesh. This thing is being so damn slow. Continue with the story, T. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was hoping that I was going to have this article up, but it's being very slow. Extremely slow.
It's all good. It seems that a series of Instagram victims are claiming that in a hotel suite, the Ritz-Carlton, in 2016, that Tiny and T.I. both were holding them hostage. I mean, even a gun to their head to force them to be in sexual situations.
Jesus.
Pretty much, this one girl was saying that, they were dragged across the bedroom and bathroom, living room, trying to get their phone and get away.
Yeah, I got this.
T.I. and his wife were pretty much forcing him to be there.
Yeah, let's see this here, because I'm looking at this right now. So allegedly, T.I. is being accused of. Wow, this is breaking right now. So I'm looking at this. Very, 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 very new. So let's take a look at this, shall we? This is ridiculous. Yeah. So anyway, here it is. So in the email that I just got, it says here, in 2016, during CIAA in Charlotte, I went to their suite at the Ritz, and they locked everyone's phones up, passed around Molly, Coke, and said the only people who could stay had to take their pants off. I was so lucky because my homeboy, Troy, was there, part of Tip's entourage, and he pulled me into another room to smoke and told Tip, like, she good, meaning don't bother her. Excuse me. I watched him drag girls back and forth from the bedroom to the bathroom to the living room. One girl was crying because she wanted to leave, but they refused to give her her phone to call an Uber. At one point, she came out of the room and asked his security to come and pick this bitch up off the bed because the girl was too effed up to even walk. They carried her from the bedroom to the bathroom and left her there. I snuck into the bathroom to make sure the girl was okay, and she was almost unconscious. I'm a nurse, so I checked her pulse. There's more. Hold up, guys. There is more. There is more to this crap. There is more.
And I hope
All
it's
right.
not true. I like the T.I.
Yeah, I like T.I. too. So the bedroom, the bathroom, I don't know. This is weird because it's kind of cut off on the top, but we're going to roll with it. The bedroom, the bathroom, to the living room, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait. Call an Uber. Where were we? I think this is the same stuff. At one point, she came out of the room, and he came out of the room, asked to pick up the blah, blah, blah. I'm a nurse, so I checked her. So I checked her pulse, which was barely there, and she was sweating / shivering. I left that night 5 years ago, and it still haunts me to this day, wondering what happened to those girls, and if I could have done anything to stop it or help them. Whole bunch of emojis, prayer emojis, and all that stuff. He's an absolute monster who uses money and power to manipulate people. And Tiny is his secret weapon. The ish is truly, truly sickening. I don't know who this person is, but this is from the Glam University. I don't know what this is, what to make of all this, but this is those were screenshots from I guess a Snap or an Instagram story where the girl is putting out this information alleging that T.I. was taking advantage of some women. Like I said, I guess there was a gang of girls, and this was 5 years ago. Real talk, 5 years ago. And what's weird is that The crazy part is he was giving people Molly and Coke, dragging these girls back and forth, saying whoever stays has to take their pants off. I guess to see who's down, to make sure to see who's down. I don't know, fellas. I don't know. What do you make of this whole situation? This is crazy, man. The Glam University. The sad part about being a woman is being a black woman in this. The public praises our predators. Troubleman31, which, by the way, that is his Instagram handle. Just so you guys know. You put a gun to my head in front of children, and I never called the police on you. But for years, you have painted me as the villain, as black women. Okay? It's hard to heal from the R word, violence, or anything because you are painted as the problem or reason this has happened to you. Let's normalize the allowing black women to heal. Okay. It's so hard being the victim of the R word and being painted as the reason it happened. Then she moves on to say, let's talk. Keisha Bottoms, you can't have a person that has victimized women speak for us. Let's have a real talk. So that's all the information that I have right now. So allegedly, this is what's going on. So I guess now this woman is claiming that T.I. came up to him or up to her and put a gun to her head. Like I said, this is all still developing, and I don't know, guys. You guys have anything over there on your end?
No, I haven't really found much other than what you said. Honestly,
pretty weird. It's pretty weird.
I mean, yeah. I guess we just kind of have to wait and see if she does anything about it. Like, if there's did they say there's a lawsuit or anything, or is she just claiming that for now?
This is all so far is just claims.
Yeah, this seems like extortion, or blackmail. Sometimes when these things, when things happen, in these celebrity circles, it's pretty much the celebrities' word against the victims. If something does happen that's illegal, it's hard for any perceived groupie to have any validation in what she says to the media or the cops or whatever, because it's always the privilege and prestige of a celebrity and the power they have and the money they have to pay lawyers and give hush money. So they have so much more leverage, I would say, over these groupies. And then, over time, you may see one or two go publicly, like Tyson was sued for rape, and so was Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, he was.
Bill Cosby, but it takes so much evidence and so much, I would say, support from, people who are not scared to go up against a famous celebrity. So I don't know. I mean, this is 5 years old. So maybe for 4 years he battled with this, 4.5, and maybe this past year she was like, I'm done. I'm gonna come up with this publicly and shame you if you don't pay me a certain amount of money, or I just want to just not let you live this life of a lie. So yeah, who knows? I mean, this is very sketchy. I mean, we've seen it both ways where people falsely acclaim celebrities and celebrities were innocent, and we've seen the other way around where someone was actually doing the wrong thing to someone. So, and I don't know. It's tough to say until we get more facts. We really can't judge the situation fully. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's some more story here that I'm not seeing that I don't have, obviously, because it's obviously right now breaking story, and my internet keeps going in and out like a mug. I will most likely be doing a pop-up video with this here as soon as this show is over, once I get some more information, because this is all kind of smashed together, and I don't even know what to make of it, to be honest. This could be somebody who's just making stuff up, Real talk. This could be somebody who's just making things up, or this could be somebody who's actually telling the God honest truth about a very bad day, a very bad night, a very bad series of events that she was involved with, or she was involved in. And so I want to look into it a little bit more before I dive more into it. But that is a breaking story, apparently, right now as we speak, which is jacked up. Actually, yeah, I'm seeing it right now. It's interesting because we even have T.I., Tiny, defending T.I. from allegations that he held Sabrina Peterson, that's her name, Sabrina Peterson at gunpoint. So we are definitely going to be looking at this here, when the show is over, for sure. And I'll get down to the bottom of it, and I'll break that story for you guys for sure. Because yeah, it's messy. The story's messy, but this is messy, and my internet is being so stupid right now, and that's so frustrating. But good evening, Charisse. Hello. Well, shoot, man. There's a lot of other things I want to cover, but I was hoping to hold those for tomorrow morning as well. There's some, ignorant racist sons of guns to just all kinds of crazy stuff to talk about, and so I'm holding for some of that for tomorrow morning for sure. So I think what we're gonna do is this wraps the show for this evening. I'm probably gonna come on tomorrow evening as well, just to hang out and chop it up and just kind of go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, if you guys aren't too busy or anything, if you guys are down to come on to the show, that would be great as well. That'd be great.
As long as you bring some Subway sandwiches, I'll be here.
Yeah, nothing but fake ass tuna. Nasty, man. Nasty. I'm sorry. I'll never eat a Subway ever again. I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. Because that just puts a terrible taste. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm glad we were able to talk about it because now y'all know the story, okay? And that is truth. But anyway, yeah, my internet is like all freaking over the place. So we're good. We just gotta jump off, and it keeps on going out of sync. I keep thinking maybe it's a thing. Maybe I need to do the show at a later time. Maybe more at like 8 o'clock. Maybe it won't happen like this. I don't know why it's prime time for the internet. Like every single time I've done an evening show so far, it has just dropped every time around this time of the show, and it's so freaking frustrating. And I don't know why.
Are you on cable? Are you on cable internet or what?
This is just Wi-Fi. Oh, you mean just like regular cable internet? Yeah.
Have we tried?
That's probably why. Cable internet does get limited by how many people are using it at that given moment. So that's probably what it is. Too many people are using it right now.
That's probably what it is too. They're all
it's hardwire it. Put the Ethernet cord from the modem into your actual laptop.
Yeah, it's just far away from where my office is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something that I gotta figure out. Real talk. It's just something I gotta figure out. But yes, I know. Panda's like, bruh, fix it. I don't know why it has been this constant issue, but I'm going to go now so that we can do our thing. But tomorrow morning, I'll be on 8. David, T, thank you so much for being on, guys. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah, man, it's a good show.
Yeah. Never again am I ever eating Subway. My life is forever changed. But anyway, it's time to get going. Okay, guys, this internet is trash.
But you see how he makes these S's in his body right here? That's where he's hanging on, and then he's moving forward with the locomotion of his ribs. That is classic Missouri rat snake right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him before he gets into a hole. Now, these snakes are not biters. They won't bite as long as you don't squeeze them. If you just stop them like this, it'll freeze them, and then you just gently pull them back. As long as you don't squeeze them, they won't bite.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man?
Guy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, so Sugar Fire.
Yeah.
Fully open, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much open. So you can't sit inside yet. Monday you can sit inside a little bit. We'll have 25% of the tables inside, and then we're letting it rip outside.
So I know that there's a lot of people really concerned about staying safe and all of that.
No,
so what are you guys doing in regards to that?
Well, we have extra people to clean, rub everything down all the time. Everybody inside's wearing masks. And we have little stickers on the ground so everyone can stay 6 feet apart.
Right on.
The tables are all spaced out, inside and outside.
Sugar Fire, open in full effect right now. They're staying healthy, they're staying clean. Go get you a rack of ribs. Sugar Fire, open right now.
Thanks.
The Fur and Leather Center, providing the highest